Welcome back! Here we go again, so close to the end of this volume, and, well, Volume 2, Chapter 10, Mountain Glen, here we go! We start this time back at Beacon Academy with James Ironwood and Glinda Goodwitch having a conversation about Ozpin?
I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long would act so passively.
It seems from the way Ironwood talks that he once held Ozpin in a very high regard, but his faith in him has recently diminished.
Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack, and I think that's something worth remembering.
And what's this experience that others lack Glinda is talking about? Maybe he was behind enemy lines before, or something else? Guys, I gotta say, that cityscape with the ships in the mid-ground, even though the background is actually, I believe, hand-drawn, this whole shot has so much depth. Now, the last shot, though, with Beacon Academy in the background, I'm really gonna be nitpicking this because you guys are gonna hate me for this, but this is like the nitpickiest of the nitpickiest. If you didn't notice it before, you will now. There are like 3 lights, screen right side of Glinda, that flicker for no reason and catch my eye every time I see the shot. I don't know if it's a rendering issue or if they did it to maybe add a bit more to the atmosphere, but see now? You see it, don't you? And that heartfelt moment is gone. And now you're wondering who the hell is in charge of Beacon's electrical maintenance.
Well, why aren't you fixing the boiler?
Schedule conflict.
Back to Mountain Glen.
Headshot.
Everyone is actually still awake and having their own personal existential crises. Crises? Weiss talks about her father being an evil corporate overlord.
I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company.
Simple enough. Blake goes into what we already know about from the Black trailer.
I had a partner named Adam. More of a mentor, actually. He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place.
But I do love that rose being shadowed on the ceiling by the flickering flames. Good bit of symbolism. All in all, though, it's kind of generic. One person's a runaway, the other one's out to defeat her evil daddy.
My father decided to teach me a permanent lesson on my face!
But Yang is actually the more relatable story. Almost a bit more interesting for it.
I want to be a huntress. Not really because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing.
It kind of reminds me of us, all of us. You go to any farm, you talk to your friends. How many of us know exactly what we want to do out of high school? Hell, even out of college, a lot of us have no idea what we want to do. In the end, they all realize what I think Oobleck wanted to hear earlier.
We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
Ruby's watch is over and she's trying to catch a couple of Z's, and Zwei just bolts. Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's why this is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
I thought I heard a
White Fang! Stealth! Stealth! And with a little bit of cartoon sneaking.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes.
Okay. Okay, seriously? I was not expecting him to respond. And I was not expecting that either. What are the odds?
Freeze!
Geez, one thing after another. Ruby tries to defend herself without the crescent rose and oh my god! She tried at least, but god, that was a brutal punch. I think Ruby needs to work a little more on her hand-to-hand combat. What's that, Zui? Ruby fell down a well? And the White Fang have her? And Roman Torchwick is a lovable, sarcastic bastard?
That would be bad.
Of course.
Oobleck figures out the secret of Mountain Glen and goes all Sherlock, laying it down for the team.
My dear, we're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network! If Ruby is down there, we must find her.
No! You went to black? No, okay, alright. I'm fine. I can wait. 1 week. Let's just see what the next episode is. Damn it! Okay, no, that's it. No, god damn it. No. Screw useful info filler. This is now just bloody in the way. And it seems like this is in the exact wrong spot to even be a useful info filler. Oobleck. Screw it. I'm angry. I'm mispronouncing it. Oobleck already explained to us about the Grimm last time.
There are a number of reasons why Grimm would congregate in this particular area. The most likely of which would be their attraction to negativity. RWBY, not every Grimm is mindless. Or rather, not every Grimm is still mindless.
But I really just felt like this was all information I already knew, and thus was just simply filler. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Again, the animation's nice. Every little bit of info is good. But again, it's all stuff we already know. Yes, I'm tiffed. You made me wait an extra week, but let's move on. Okay, I think this is going to make up for everything. Volume 2, Chapter 11. No breaks. No breaks. I can see the Offspring AMVs already.
Wow, you are much more manageable without that oversized gardening tool of yours.
We pick up where we left off. RWBY is still in the evil, yet sassy, clutches of Roman Torchwick. She tries to fend him off and escapes, yet... Oobleck and the rest of the team arrive, creating a distraction for RWBY to escape. Q and Torchwick and the White Fang to pick up shop and get out of Dodge. Time for the epic team shot.
We're stopping that train.
So did they catch up to the train? Guess so.
They made it on the train! Then grab some cargo and get them off the train!
I can't help but love every line he utters.
Animals, every one of them. Not you, though. You're great.
Back at the end of the train, there's bombs, there's baddies.
Well, I didn't expect them to go easy on us.
Blake goes to cut off the last car in the train, and it disconnects itself and explodes at a safe distance away from everyone else.
No. They all have bombs!
Oh boy. Time for some action. A beatdown with a smile and a quick Wilhelm scream. While Oobleck is piecing together the baddie's master plan.
He's leading Grimm to the city!
Oobleck instructs the team to split up, keeping RWBY with him and sending the others ahead. The White Fang mounts up their mechs, confronting Oobleck and RWBY. Is he getting drunk? What? What? That was amazing! That was hilarious! That was Renoa's limit break from Final Fantasy VIII? The Hunter Dog combo attack takes out one mech, and quickly another takes its place. Or not. Weiss gives Blake some specialized dust, and here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Yang Neo rematch! Yang lets the others go ahead, and the fight begins! A playful up tap from Neo, and Yang goes into a full frontal barrage of straight jabs and kicks. Neo dodging every one of them easily. Blake and Weiss run ahead and run into Chainsaw Pyramid Head?
Finally, I get to kill a Schnee.
Weiss takes him on, and Blake takes on Torchwick. Oh man, her semblance mixed in with that dust is awesome. Now, as generic as Chainsaw Pyramid Head looks, this is still an awesome fight. This guy is jacked. I don't know if it's a semblance or if he just feels no pain, but man, those chainsaw sound effects. Perfect. And does she just omni-slash him?
Come here, princess.
She gave it a good try, but this guy is just so jacked to the point where he doesn't even feel it. Back to Yang, and she's getting tossed around by Neo, who seems to be employing some form of Tai Chi, staying calm and neutralizing Yang's attacks before counterattacking. Long story short, it seems that Yang and Weiss have both lost their fights, and Blake has to save Weiss. But it looks like Yang might be getting shish kebabbed. What? Who's that? Okay, Vizard much? But whoa, Neo was scared. I wonder if they know each other. and now she's thinking with portals. Shortest skirt award for this season goes to the Masked Warrior, who many people on the internet are already assuming to be Ruby's mother. Damn, Ruby, your mom's hot. Back to Oobleck and Ruby. Oobleck sends Ruby up to help the rest of her team, and the last of the mechs he's taken on himself.
It's time I teach them a lesson.
She runs up to the front, only to be caught up in a tremendous crash, leaving the team dazed. Bringing up, I think, almost the most terrifying, anxiety-ridden shot of the show so far. I work in the news, so I've seen a lot of explosions and shootings, and this just drags out all those memories. The rubble, the sirens, that feeling of impending doom when something is gonna follow up what just happened, and in this case, it's Grimm. I'm sorry for the unimplied pun. And these just aren't your basic Beowulfs either. You've got King Taijus, Ursas, Deathstalkers, Nevermores. It's not a good situation at all, and it ends. And wow. Just wow. That was great. What next? What next? What next? My theory is Ironwood's got his whole army there, the robots, Penny. Hopefully those will all jump into action and help clear everything out. But in the end, will they do more harm than good? That's just a guess, but we'll have to wait till next episode to find out. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but as far as I've heard, I think the next episode is our last episode. So here's looking forward to that. It's gonna be huge, I know it. Till then, good night, everyone!